everyone, it is Thursday the 24th of July. My name is Alisa Tilsner. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and I'm a minute late because just as I went to press the go live, it said, oh, no, you're not going to go live and we're going to make you log in again. So, but anyway, we are here. So thankfully it went smoothly. Hi Jocelyn, how are you going? And I'm assuming that all my audios are working because I had to go out and come back in. So hopefully everything is working really well. I thought we would just have a little bit of a playtime today. So another little, well, it's not really an experiment, but it is an embossing folder technique again. And I thought I'll show you how to do a subtle version and a full-on version. So let's get swung around and we'll just get stuck straight into it. So let me figure out where I am at the moment. There we go. Excellent. So we are playing with the sunflower one again. And but any of the nice florals or even a real textured one that you really like will be perfect for this. And I've also got some designer series paper. So I've picked out a couple of packs. So one a more subtle earthy kind and one really bright. So I thought let's play with these and see how we go. And I do have the I think this one is Thoughtful Journey. I've lost my thingy that tells me the name of it. Yep, Thoughtful Journey. I've pulled that one out as well, so we can just have a big playtime. This one is the Beautiful Gallery. So I am thinking that bolder, darker colors are going to work better for this. Well, I know because I did have a little bit of a play before I came in. So let's pick. So, and I want to do two. I want to do a full-on one and I want to do a subtle one. So let's choose colors. Let's choose papers together, get my words out happening, and I just sort of am looking for the textured style. I knew that I think there was a darker one. Oh, the green. I thought the green may be nice, bearing in mind we're using the sunflowers for these. So I've got these two out. So tell me which one you want me to play with. I'm going to do a subtle and a full-on version. Hey everyone, who's coming in? We've got Holly and Wendy, Susan, hello. Okay, and I want something nice and bright, but I've got to make sure I've got two sheets of it because I am running, well, I'm not running low, but I've just, oh, that one looks pretty. What do we think? Blues, oh, that one, maybe that one. It's got to be pink and orange, does it not? We'll get that one as well. Okay, oh, typical. I try and keep everything in their little bags, but they just don't work somehow. Good morning, Deb. Oh, wedding in a wedding sweatshop. Oh, making thank you gifts for the older daughter's wedding. Oh, it is definitely a labor of love. Okay. Now, did we work out which one we want? This one's, well, just say brown or green, and we'll get them happening. Okay. So let me know. Playtime is definitely always fun. So I have a card at the end to show you. It's just a really, really simple one, but I thought let's just do a bit of mucking around today. So which one shall I do? Because otherwise I've also got to get up and figure out what cardstock I'm going to grab because I didn't actually grab any. Oops, my plate stuck to the bottom of my machine. Let's get this big sucker in. While we're waiting, I will emboss my pink and orange. Okay, now we do want to work with the raised side up, so keeping the label, the Stampin' Up label up, and I'm going to pop my card in, my paper in. Now, when I had a little bit of a play earlier, I might pop this up closer to the front this time because we're working with 6x6, so you can pretty well you know, choose whichever one you want, however, up or down or wherever. Brown. All right, 2 for brown, 1 for green. Hey Anne, how are you? We're choosing colors of paper, brown or green, and we're just having a playtime today. All right, so I've got a tiny little bit of cracking in my paper. I'm not going to be too fussed about that because I'm just not. All right, well, let's do this one down the bottom just so that we've got a little bit of a different placement. And I'm going to make these into cards a little bit later, but I do have a very, very simple one because, oh, it's mucking around, not something you guys say. Is that an Aussie thing as well? Oh, might be an English thing. Brown one. Brown, 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 green. I wonder if I can emboss two things at once. If we're just having a play day, surely we can maybe do all of them. If you want to sit through all of them. Oh, Deb, I'm so sorry. If you're on YouTube, you will see Deb's comment. Okay, so that's on the brown. I'll do another brown. I always feel like, you know, if I'm playing around and mucking around, it'll be boring to you, but hopefully not, because it's just going to be repetitive. It's just going to be the same thing over and over again. But I guess seeing things on different colors and papers and stuff is pretty fun. So, well, hopefully anyway. Hopefully. And then we'll have lots of oh, jeepers, stuff to. I'll have oodles of cards to go and make afterwards, won't I? That's how that one turned out. That might be interesting. Last one. We'll do this one. Okie dokie. Okay, so subtle version and full-on version. I'll do the subtle ones first because they do actually need a little bit of time to dry, which is, I'm going to say it sounds funny, but we'll play with the subtle version first. So I've got one of each, and it is super easy. We've got a nice bright one there. I think darker colours work best for the subtle version, but let's have it. Okay, and now this is super, super, super easy. It is super easy. Not sure where I'm going. Oh, it's so easy. Morning, Ronnie. So all you have to do is, oh, I've got something stuck in my hair. How did I get, okay, this is interesting. I had a piece of, how on earth this got stuck in my hair. It's got a piece of sticky on it. I don't know whether you can see that. And I don't know where it came from. And I'm like, what's that in my hair? Okay, that's a new one for me. Okay, so just grab your white and drag it. And I am like full on flat. Now, I did think that I would try this also with a blending brush, but it picks up too much. There's different levels of embossing in this folder. So when I pulled out, oh, that was nice. When I pulled out the like a blending brush, it was too much. It picked up way too much. I've got a sample I can show you after. So, but because there's different levels of embossing in this, some are really high and others are set down quite low. Like there's actually leaves in here that you can't see. They're not being picked up, but you can just sort of see the veins in them. So this is super easy, and I thought everyone is doing it on, well, the samples that I've seen are all done on just cardstock. So I thought let's have a little play with it on paper, so to see how that all turns up. So you can see that there's a leaf in there. It's, you know, the other side would be different. I wouldn't do that pattern, would be way too much, but just subtle textures I think are really pretty. So that's yeah, dimensional backings in hair. That's, of course, glitter, but I've never had a piece of cardstock stuck in my hair. So this one will be really subtle because of the tone of green that we've got going on, and I'm pretty sure that this tone of green is a perfect match for Mossy Meadow. So, and again, some areas you have to pop a little bit of pressure just to pick up, like this leaf, particular leaf here, one side of it is raised higher than the other. So it's just going to be a really, really subtle thing. And the other thing that I noticed just having a little quick play this morning before I jumped on was that the white will settle into the card and not quite disappear. So you may have to come back and give it a couple of layers if you're doing this nice soft and subtle version of it, but it is really quite pretty. So I'm just going to set these aside and let them dry naturally, because once you start working with them, you end up with you know, white all over everything, and if you start putting them into your trimmers and everything, you're going to get white all through that as well. Okay, so let me do the last one, and then we'll have a look at the full-on version. So this is where the darker colors will probably pick up nicely. There's some beautiful, rich colors in that Thoughtful Journey one. I'll bring some. I'm not going to do it. I think we've got enough going on here, but I will bring out some of the papers to show you as well. Even just like the B side of a lot of papers, you know how they've got the really, really fine pattern. I think that they would probably be okay in darker colors. Like there's the pear has got a really nice deep green with just a real subtle dot pattern on it. So I think that would come back. But I would perhaps even come back once this is dry, come back and pop another layer on. I think I had recently re-inked this as well, so that would probably play a part. But I think that's just, yeah, I like it. So and there's that one. So you can see that this one has started to settle in, but I think it's it'd be nice for a background, pop a big sentiment on there. So there we go with them. I'm just going to pop these aside. The other one that I think would look quite nice is there's some really rich ones like that one there. That would look gorgeous, I reckon. But, you know, this is the type of thing that you could just emboss a whole heap of them up and sit down and play with them. All right, so got our subtle. Let's do our full-on version next. Okay, so if you want something that is quite striking, let's pop the white away and let's pull out our Versamark and our white. So yeah, look, my fingers have got white all over them from touching, so they definitely need to be set aside to dry. You can either heat set them or just pop them away. Being the white craft ink, I'm just shifting them way out of my way because this is going to get gritty, and we know how I feel about grit. Okay, let's do our pink one again first. So now you want to be careful not to put too much pressure on this, because we just want to pick up those highlights. So, and when I did my little muck around play this morning, I had powder where I didn't want it. So you do have to be quite mindful of this one, and perhaps just doing long strokes rather than, see how I was dabbing it before, but if we did long strokes, that would probably eliminate picking up some of that flat background. We'll do that. Okay, let's get some white ink on there and have a paintbrush handy to flick off any excess that you don't want on here. All right, so, and I'll probably end up dumping the whole container. I'll try not to dump the whole container on there. How about that? So let's get it shaking around and shaking down to the side, to the other side. Whoa, I'm gonna make a mess. I just know it. Alrighty, have a look how this is gonna turn out. Spectacular. Alright. Yep, Grit City. And of course you can do this in any color embossing powder you like. Silver would probably be good. Actually gold, ugh, I'm gonna be a mess. Gold on that brown might be nice. Should I try that? Just for something different. So I noticed that this time I haven't picked up, actually I have picked up a little bit. You know what, I'm not going to worry about it. I was going to dust it off, but if you need to dust off, just grab a paintbrush and just get those areas. I think there's something up there. But down around here is pretty good. I didn't actually get a lot of excess. So, see. All right. Oh, this is where we go. Can we go any faster, please? So should I try gold on one of those other ones? I'll bring the brown in. See whether you think I should do gold. It's a big area to emboss. Yes, gold. I think we're nearly there. There we go. Gold. Okay, let's definitely do gold. I just have to get it out of my drawer. Okay, so that is our full-on piece, and here is our subtle piece. So you can really see, that's why I said one will be full on and one will be subtle. So I think I still like the subtle one, but you can definitely be going for different, like this one, you could do a big happy birthday or something. This one might be a little bit more thinking of you type of thing. So, you know, definitely be playing around with these. I like them both, to be honest. Like when I was looking at these before I saw this one, it was like, oh, that's really pretty. But of course, then you see something like that and it's just like, whoa, in your face. Okay, let me get my gold out. And I've got silver as well. So I would, with the silver over, oh, I haven't got much. Silver over the, where is the gold? Oh, what's that? Copper. I've got copper there too. Where's my gold? Where's my gold? Oh, gold. Oh, I don't actually have a lot of gold left. How about that? Interesting. But I got copper there, but we don't have copper. But I do have a full pot of copper there. So, oh, good. Well, I don't know that I'll be making a card today. We're just having a little. I've got a card to show you with one that I finished. So, but it's just really simple. It's nothing. It's nothing crazy. Okay, so gold on the brown. Maybe I can try silver on the green. Maybe I can try that. So let's pop you right out of the way. Oh, I wonder what clear would look like. Should I try one with clear? Should I do clear on the green? I wonder. Oh, I just had another idea. See you later. I just had another idea. What if, and I've got another piece I can try. I'll try and, okay, don't worry. No, talking to myself again. Don't worry. I'll put the clear one aside and I will try that in a moment. Oh yes, silver would look great on a charcoaly colored one. It would. Okay, so once again, let's go with long strokes. And that way we can hopefully not, you know, get Versamark where we don't want it to do. And I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on it. You have to put some form of pressure on it because there's friction going on, but I'm trying not to put, like, I've just got holding it with 2 fingers, so I'm trying to go quite lightly. Okay, let's get my paper out. I'm going to end up with white in my gold and silver in my gold. And okay, let's look at this one. I've got not a lot left. I just put in an order yesterday too, dang it. All right, we'll be dumping the whole thing on this one and shaking it around lots. Oh, free shipping. Free shipping. We are mucking around today. We are definitely mucking around today. Oh, that didn't turn out very well. This mucking around didn't, okay. I don't know how old this gold is either, by the way. Well, we won't, you know, discount it until it's been embossed. How about that? Oh my gosh. I think also the problem is because I don't have a lot of it. And I'm going to have even less by the time I'm finished this. All right, so free shipping is, if you're in Australia, we're on day 2. I think if you're in the US, it has started today. Okay, all right, there's that paintbrush we're gonna need it this time. So much for okay, radio. This is going to be a flicky one. It's not too bad. Maybe it's just because it hasn't covered. Just hasn't covered that area a lot there, I'd say. All right, let's see if I can go again. Oops. Made a mess, and I just snorted. All right, come down this way. Oh my goodness, I am messy today. Good morning, Joan. How are you? Oh gosh. If you could see the side, my camera is covering that area there, but it is so disgusting. There is just, I think I'll be bringing a paper towel in to clean up after this session today. All right, let's sit around and see what this does. It doesn't look great at the moment, I'm gonna say, but all right. Yeah, I really like it on the pattern paper, Kathy. Just thought something different. I don't know how old this is. It's actually starting to, some of it's blowing off. I'll probably have to come and chisel my glass mat. I'll probably have bits of gold stuck all over it. I don't know. Might be too close in color. All right, which has me wondering about that one now. Might look better when I get up into the darker brown. I suppose you could still use this as a background piece. It would be fine, wouldn't it? Hey, Michelle. We are mucking around today. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Now that it's done, what do you think? Didn't get on that area very well either. It feels like it's, yeah, I think there might be something wrong. I think I definitely need to get some new embossing, got some new gold. I mean, I've still got the blue. It's still got the blue. Oh, here we go. Maybe I just didn't heat set it enough. It's not real shiny. And it must be pretty old because see the packaging on it? And the new packaging is that. So I'm assuming that it is quite old. Anyway. Oh man, you should see my pants. Oh, I hate to imagine what my carpet is like. Okay, so there. Now, come back to the question. Should I try silver on that one? It's probably just because the white stands out so much. Yeah, it's not that bad. Look at that. That's pretty cool, actually. All right, let's go for silver on this one. Okie dokie. Let's go. And I've got more. Oh, I've got a little bit more than that. Let's just do it. And then I've got one more piece that a little thought came into my head. So we'll have a little try on that. Oh yeah, I would think I would cut that one up and not do a full panel. But you could get, you know, 2 or 3 cards out of that piece, I reckon, if you sliced it down. All right. Maybe I'll try a tapping method and it's not. And I've probably used a lot of my Versamark on the other. Probably needs re-inking already. All right, let's have a crack with the silver. Let's just do it. Yeah, I hope, wouldn't it be nice if we could get a lot more of it? Because I think Wow's got a lot of the embossing brand Wow. I think they, oh, look at that. I've got bits of paper and all sorts of things in there. I think they have different colors as well, which would be really nice. All right, I'm going to try, instead of spreading it out like I did last time, I'm just going to try dumping it in one area and then shaking it all down, because it may have been my application as well. All right, and then see if we can shake it around. Shake it this way. I really should get one of those containers. Okay, now I have got a real lot. Oops, that's a leaf. This is going to be pretty intense. Don't tap, drag. Definitely don't tap. See, so at least when I do things and I make mistakes out of things, you guys can go, oh, whoa, see, big area, and I reckon that's where I tapped. Don't do what Alisa did, just drag. I think that needs cleaning off there. A little bit of clean off there. The rest isn't too bad, probably where I didn't. Yeah, it would be nice if we got a whole lot of new colours. No, I didn't do, I don't use that embossing buddy very often. He's no buddy of mine, I'll tell you that. I should use him. I should use it a bit more. There we go. That's looking a bit better. Alrighty, let's get rid of this. See if I can save any. Whoops. Oh, gosh. Holy moly. Oh, I think I might have to get the vacuum cleaner out is what I think I'm going to have to do. Anyway, it's all fun. I'm going to need to get a new piece of paper too. All right. Excuse for the noise again. So there's the other two, the white and the gold. Now we get the silver. I reckon the silver on that deep peacock one would be really nice too. There we go. Ooh. All right, let's bring this one up. Ooh, I don't mind that. Don't mind that one at all. That's very different. The green has taken on a real silver tone as well. Yeah, quite like that. Quite like that. Oh, good, Wendy. Wendy says she really enjoys when I'm just experimenting. Good. All right, I've got one more, which I did beforehand, and I did it on the Thoughtful Journey paper, which I don't know whether I've got any left, but if I can find it, I'll show you the sheet. No, maybe I don't have any left. Oh, wait, no. No, I think I used them all. Anyway, but so that one was just, that was my subtle version. So let me just give this a quick wipe down so that I can just have a crack at one last thing. You ready for my, oh, that's not too bad. It's all on the side here because I've been funneling. If I funneled it off on my glass mat, it would have been messed, but I think I definitely need to wash them. Okay, one last thing, and I might turn that inside out as well. So let's go back to our white, and I've got clear. I do have clear. Here it is. So rather than using the Versamark, oh, this is the panel that I tried doing with a blending brush. And I think it just sort of picked up two, like it, let me bring one of these in to show you. See how this one's just picked up on the highlights? Well, I think I did too much and it sort of covered too much of the paper. So I'm going to take a moment now and just go over it again, and then we'll put some clear on it because it should be less than, if I do it quick enough, it should be less white than if I just used white embossing powder, if you know what I mean. So let's try that. So, because it should only pick up a bit of the ridges then. All right, so this is clear. So let's have a go at this. Oh, you know what would be really pretty? You know that one that we used to have that had the glitter in it? Oh, can you imagine? That would be so pretty. So if you, I think I've still got some, mind you, I don't know how old it is. It was like icicles or something. That would be super, super pretty. Or if you've still got some of our dazzling diamonds, which I'm pretty sure I have, you could make your own glittery embossing powder. All right, this might be interesting. This will probably be the best one out of all of them. lid. I am a mess. It is a mess today. All right. Oh, you lost the intensity of the green? Yeah, it has. It's like it's moved. The green's almost like moved back and picked up the silver, and it's almost turned it into like a silvery type thing as well. Okay, let's try this one. This is the last one. Oh, this one is really different. It is really, really subtle. And it's probably not going to pick up anything on camera as I'm doing it. And it has definitely only picked up right on the tips. Oh, Michelle's got some glitter and white. Yeah. Oh, and red. I'm going to have to, that would look super, super pretty. I can't see where I put it down because it didn't pick up everywhere. I'll have to bring this one up to the camera. This one is an in-person viewing one, I think. Okay. So can you see it's just got, so rather than have just using like Versamark and yeah, I reckon if you had the right paper, this paper might be too busy for it, but I reckon if you had the right paper, that one would look pretty cool, I reckon. Oh, I think I've got like 3 little tubs of dazzling diamonds in there. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. It's just a really soft pale white. I think as a background, that would look really, really nice. I didn't get embossing powder out everywhere either. But I think if you did Versamark, it'll be too glossy, whereas this has just picked up little bits of it. Like I said, the paper may be wrong for that as well. Okay, anyway, so that is the end of my play session. So that's the subtle version. I really do quite like that one. I do like that one. And I do like it on the green as well. I think they have their places definitely for the subtle versions. And I think if you're going to go for the subtle version, do more subdued, even like still the darker, because the darker obviously picks it up better, but perhaps more subdued textures and papers. The bright one, maybe not so much. And then we've got but that looks cool. That one looks really good. And that one sort of is like watery pale. And we've got our gold, and then our green, our silver, and then of course I did make one little card. This was my trial because I thought, you know what, last week I winged it. Thankfully it worked, but I thought if this one doesn't, it might not be having fun with that one. So that is the card, and that one was done on the same paper as this one here. So that's a real difference with that one. So yeah, I think in the right paper this one would work, but definitely the white over the top definitely works. And I've got extra pieces as well, so that one can turn into another card. And then I thought when I do my insert, I can just pop that down the bottom. Because they are wrinkly and crinkly, you do need to put a fair bit of adhesive on it as well. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I haven't made a full card, but I think it's fun to sometimes just have a little play around. That way, you know the technique is going to work, and that way you guys can just go ahead and play with all sorts of different papers. I would love to see what you guys come up with. So if you are creating these and posting them and making a card, or even just posting them like this and just say, hey, I tried this paper and this one and this embossing folder and all that sort of thing, come and either like share it on my business page in a thread, or come to my community group. You can post all your photos in there, because not many people are posting photos in there, so I would love to it's for everyone, so to come and share. So that would be cool if you did that. So, but that's it. But don't forget, hey Tracy, so don't forget that it is free shipping at the moment, and it ends tomorrow. So don't miss out on that. Orders over 65 for Australia will get the free shipping. And if you wanted one of those virtual if you wanted one of those virtual albums, which I still have to get to as well, free shipping on it. So if you missed out or you want another one or anything like that, then then they've got free shipping on that at the moment, which would save a heap. So that's great. Okay, thank you very much. I am going to, at least I've got one card to do. Oh, I didn't even say, if you want, if you're not on my newsletter list, jump on it, alisatilsner.com, and I will have all the directions and tutorial and all that sort of stuff. If you wish to, I have to make some samples now and put them in there as well. So if you are wanting the written instructions that you can print out and put in a folder or anything, then they come out in, I don't know why I'm putting that away, then they come out on Tuesdays each week. So fantastic, excellent. Okay, well, I'm going to say goodbye now and go and perhaps make some more cards with these. So we'll see you later. See you next week. See you later.